I still remember the night it happened. It was supposed to be a simple, fun evening, a casual dinner party at our place with two of our closest friends. The wine was flowing, laughter filled the room, and conversations drifted from silly stories to deeper confessions. And then, like lightning out of nowhere, one of them leaned forward and asked, "What if we watched you too? Like, everything?" At first, I laughed. I thought it was a joke. Who even asks that? But the look on their faces told me they weren't kidding. My heart raced, my mind spun. 100 questions ran through my head. Why would they even want that? Were they testing us? Was this some weird dare? And then another thought hit me. What if they weren't asking out of curiosity, but out of fascination with our relationship itself? My husband and I looked at each other across the table. It was one of those silent exchanges where no words are spoken, but entire conversations happen. Inside, I was conflicted. Part of me felt flattered. Was our connection so unique that people wanted to witness it? Another part of me felt invaded, like our privacy was being stripped away before I even said yes. We laughed it off at first, but our friends didn't drop it. They pressed, gently but persistently. "You guys are so open. You talk about everything." We just wondered what it's like to see that closeness in action. That's when I realized, they weren't trying to mock us or be perverse. They were genuinely curious. But that didn't make it easier. My husband broke the silence. If we even considered it, there would have to be rules. Boundaries. This isn't something we just do lightly. And just like that, what seemed like a wild joke turned into a real discussion. For days afterward, it haunted me. I kept asking myself, would it destroy our friendship if we said no? Would it destroy our marriage if we said yes? I journaled about it. I replayed every possible outcome in my mind. And strangely enough, I realized something. I wasn't completely against it. It wasn't about the act itself. It was about vulnerability. About pushing the limits of how open we were, not just with each other, but with the people closest to us. My husband admitted he was curious too, though for different reasons. For him, it was about transparency. If our love could withstand that kind of exposure, what couldn't it withstand? But curiosity doesn't erase fear. And I was terrified. The night we finally agreed still feels surreal. Our friends came over, not for a dinner party this time, but for what we had all cautiously referred to as the experiment. I won't go into graphic detail, you don't need it, and honestly, that's not what this is about. What matters is the atmosphere. The room was tense, almost sacred. Every sound felt amplified, every look carried weight. My husband and I weren't just with each other, we were being witnessed. At first, it was awkward. My cheeks burned. I could barely breathe. But then something shifted. I realized, I wasn't just performing. I was being seen in a way I had never been before. Stripped of pretense, of performance, of control. Vulnerable to the core. And strangely, it made me feel free. When it ended, the silence was heavier than anything else. Our friends genuinely, sincerely, like we had given them some profound gift. We sat together afterward, all four of us, sipping wine in the kitchen, trying to process. My friends shared what they saw, not in a voyeuristic way, but almost like they were describing art. They noticed things my husband and I had long stopped noticing. The way he looked at me. The way I reached for him. The unspoken language between us. It was unsettling, but also enlightening. The days that followed were strange. I found myself replaying the night in my head. Not the physical part, but the emotional layers. Had we crossed a line we could never uncross? Would our friends ever look at us the same way again? Would we look at ourselves the same way again? To my surprise, our marriage didn't crumble. In fact, it deepened. We had shared something raw and terrifying and survived it. My husband and I felt closer. As for our friends, it did change things. We weren't just couples anymore. We shared a secret, a kind of intimacy that goes beyond friendship but doesn't quite fit any label. So, would I do it again? That's the question everyone wants to know. The truth? I don't think I would. Not because it broke us, but because it opened a door I don't think we need to walk through twice. But here's what I learned. Vulnerability is terrifying, but it can also be liberating. Boundaries aren't walls, they're living, breathing parts of a relationship that can shift and adapt. And sometimes, the scariest thing isn't what happens in the moment, it's the reflection afterward. So that's my story. My friends wanted to see everything, and against all odds, we let them. It didn't destroy us. In some strange way, it made us stronger. But I'll leave you with this. What would you do if your closest friends asked you something like that? Would you draw the line immediately, or would curiosity get the better of you? If this story got you thinking, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Trust me, I read every single one.